Are all these ancient sites made of concrete and geopolymers? Or is it really natural igneous rocks? For all those who keep insisting that these stones are not natural because they have a uniform gray look, and because they have been cut with such laser-like precision, I will have to give you all a lesson in the history of the planet, and a lesson in geology as well. These stones are not geopolymers and are not made from cement mix. They are natural stones, and all the quarries are known. The quarries are just not exactly next to the construction sites, and are not in the place most people, visitors or typical tourists usually look, as most people only care to visit the once decorated buildings and structures. In the case of ancient Peru, most of the quarries are 10 miles down the mountain, on the opposite end of the sacred valley, across 3 rivers and several streams, then a 15-mile hike up the other side of a mountain, then in a no-tree region, or at an oxygen-thin elevation. That is where you will find the quarry, with no discernible road or paths as to how to get 20-ton blocks down from these heights, or to get them across rivers and back up another mountain. And although I am not a proponent of the plate tectonics model, I have to admit that both the rock type and terrain of this region of Peru exist as it does as a direct result of the internal tectonic mechanisms of the Earth. When new crust is created by oceanic spreading at the mid-Atlantic Ocean ridge, this process pushes the entirety of the South American continent, as a whole, towards the Nazca and Pacific continental plates. So, for millions of years, the side of the South American continent facing the Pacific has been lifting or has been pushing upward. Which is why the Andes Mountains is the world's second highest mountain, and rock types such as igneous gray andesite is plentiful in that region. Additionally, this is why Lake Titicaca is the saltwater lake with the highest elevation on the planet, and is the world's highest navigable body of water, filled with fossilized seahorses, whales, and other sea animals. Most of the rocks used in Peru are metamorphic, igneous, and volcanic in nature. Even the limestone and sandstone used is the type that has gotten pushed back up by the planet over millions of years. However, the main rock type used in ancient Peru was andesite, where andesite is a type of fine-grained extrusive igneous rock, formed by the volcanic eruptions of lava that crystallizes quickly along continental boundaries. Andesite, much like diorite, has a composition that is intermediate between basalt and granite. This is because the parent magma that hardened into andesite is usually formed from the partial melting of basaltic oceanic plates. Basaltic andesite is between 52 and 63% silica quartz by weight, and tend to contain alkali metal oxides, such as those of sodium, magnesium, and aluminum, as well as iron and titanium. Consequently, andesite, much like rose granite in Egypt, was highly sought after as a prime natural resource for the construction of buildings, and the ancient Peruvians were willing to travel vast distances and across rugged terrain to acquire this raw material. So, in closing, andesite is a natural material that just happened to be gray in color from the volcanic activity that created it, and it is not a cement mix or a form of silicon-aluminum synthetic geopolymers. Subscribe to the Creation and the Universe channel for more.